My name is Rogan and I am Virgo as Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rogan, better known as this Bahamian Gyal. This is the home of big hair, bold looks, and big laughs. I show you how to break the internet without breaking the bank. This week I am giving you 10 things you need to know about Virgos. I am a proud Virgo, born August 29th, and that also happens to be Michael Jackson's birthday and Rebecca De Mornay's birthday and the late Senator John McCain's birthday. A lot of people in August, a lot of great people in August. You know, I might be a little bit biased, just a little bit biased, but I believe that Virgo is the greatest sign in the zodiac. My sign rules. And not just because of all the amazing people who actually happen to be Virgos. Y'all saw all those great people? That's an all-star team. In my mind, that's an all-star team. The Virgo sign is a serious sign. But we have little quirks with this zodiac sign that you need to know, especially if you are considering dating a Virgo, marrying a Virgo, being friends with a Virgo. There are some things that you need to know because we are a bit of a quirky sign. So if you are interested in learning all about it, continue watching. So let's jump right in. Number one, the Virgo has a very analytical mind. We are deeply introspective. A lot of people think that we are antisocial because we sort of just stand off or sit off in the corner somewhere just observing, but that's exactly what we're doing. We're summing people up, not in a judgmental way. I know a lot of people will think that that's judgmental, but we're trying to see who is our tribe, who is our people, who we're going to connect with. Because some people approach you and you just know automatically that is not your tribe. That's not somebody who you can be friends with. They could come towards you with the biggest smile on their face. There's a saying in the Bahamas, every smiling face is not a friend. And the Virgo understands that very well. We are also the bullshit detectors of the zodiac. So we sort of sit back in the cut, lay back in the cut, and we observe. And we, I suppose, make a little judgment call as to whether or not we want to hang with that person or deal with that person, because we are really good bullshit detectors. We're really good detectors of liars. We know who is who, what is what, and what we don't need to be fooling with. We're very straight up like that. We tend to get lost in our head a little bit, and I don't say that in a negative way at all. Someone could say something and we take a minute, we take a beat, we pause, and we will mull over that thing. We will think it through. Some people just, you know, things just go over their heads. Not with the Virgo sign. Nothing goes over our heads. We are very in tune with what people say, about what people do, and we pick up on little things that others would not pick up on. I remember I was with my mother one time, and she met up with a friend, and she was asking him about his wife, and he was very chatty, and there was something about the way his eyes just kind of like looked. And when he walked away, I said, I don't think they're together anymore. And she's like, no, they're still together. They're still together. You heard him. And I said, I don't think they're together anymore. And when she reached out to him, he said, yeah, they had broken up. And she's like, how the hell did you pick up on that? And honestly, it's a Virgo thing. Because in the natural, people wouldn't have picked up on it. But I'm so in tune with watching people as they're talking and you know, their movements, that sort of thing, that I picked up on that. You got a superpower. When you're a Virgo, you got a superpower. That's what it is. I know it seems like we're such a critical sign, and I'm gonna get to that, right? But we really just want to know, what do you want? What do you want from me? What are you trying to do? Is this a friend or foe? Put them in those categories. What are you? Trying to figure it out. And so we know what your motive is in an instant. You can't do anything to hide. We already know. Sorry. Again, it's a superpower. I know that there are outgoing Virgos, but I find that most Virgos that I know are incredibly introverted. And because of that, people think, again, that we're very antisocial, we're standoffish. You know, we're, you know, why are you so selfish over in the corner? But we tend to, again, shun or be a little anxious around crowds, people we don't know. And so it takes us a while to warm up. But don't let that fool you for 1 second in thinking that like the Virgo sign is boring or anything like that. We're not a boring sign at all. You have to get to know us. Some signs, you know, they're very outgoing and that's cool. That's not the Virgo. The Virgo has to warm up. And then when you warm up to them, you go, well, damn, I didn't know you were this crazy. I didn't know you carried on like this. But that's because you have to get to know the Virgo sign. But we tend to be very introverted. And for me, I'm introverted. I'm very shy. And people wouldn't believe that, but it's true. We come alive in certain settings. We come alive when we're comfortable. You get to see that, but around most people, especially strangers, that's me in the corner. That's us. We on that REM tip. And because we know people's motives pretty easily, if you cross us, you do it at your own peril. Yeah, we don't play. This is a gangster sign. We really just don't play. You do it at your own peril. So watch yourself. We truly are the workhorse of the zodiac. We are incredible hard workers. Is that true for every single Virgo? No, I'm sure you have lazy Virgos, but I find that overwhelmingly when you give a Virgo a task to do, he or she does that task extraordinarily well. If that's what especially if that's what their passion is, like they go harder than anybody else and you can't keep up. You really can't keep up because you're not operating on the same level that they're operating on. I don't mean this as any disrespect to any other sign. I really don't. But I'll use myself for an example. And I found this to be the case with a lot of Virgos. We get extremely angry when somebody isn't carrying their weight, or if somebody is holding us back from doing a great job. If I have somebody who's working on my team and they're messing up, like I get really pissed off. I'm like, just get the hell out of my face, because I'll do my job and I'll do your job too and we'll come out great. You know what I'm saying? I'll just do it. And so I find a lot of Virgos are like that too. It's like we don't have the tolerance for somebody who is lazy or who can't get their stuff together. Like we really ain't feeling that. And that really comes back to, us being incredibly critical. We're very critical of others when they're not doing what they're supposed to do. You're not carrying your weight. Yes, we are going to be critical, as we should be, but we're even more critical of ourselves. You can, because we're critical of ourselves and we're incredibly introspective, you can't tell us anything that we don't know. We trust, before you get the chance to beat up on a Virgo about not doing something or whatever, that Virgo would have already beaten up on himself or herself. So you're not putting them up on anything. They already know. Trust. We can be blunt as hell. Really, really direct. People will say it's so rude, but we figure if you come to us for the truth, you want the truth. If you want someone to lie to you, go to another zodiac sign. Don't come to the Virgo, because we're incredibly candid. We're very straight up. You ask us if you look fat? Yes. Is my breath stink? Yes. You think I should leave this girl? Yes. As a matter of fact, sometimes we don't wait for you to ask us. We just tell you, you're fat, your breath stink, and you should leave that girl. So again, do not come to the Virgo if you are looking for someone to pet you up and you could stand to lose a few pounds, No, you don't want to be with that girl. She's you're too good for her. Brush your teeth. Lose the weight. Dump her. We tell you before you even ask. And if you ask, we're still going to tell you the truth. And we don't mean to be rude. I don't even think it's rude. I just think it's direct. Maybe I should say we're direct as hell. And some people can't handle that. They need to be coddled a little bit. I ain't in the coddling business. You come to me, I give it to you straight. No chaser. We are big on respect and love. We're big on respect and love. Don't disrespect the Virgo. Don't do that. That gets really, really nasty. Don't do that. We love really, really hard. And so when you are just doing the bare minimum, like in a relationship or a friendship or whatever, you're just doing the bare minimum, that will annoy the Virgo. The Virgo goes all out for people they love and care about. Whether it's in a relationship, friendship, family, dynamic, whatever, we go hard. And so we get really, really hurt when somebody doesn't reciprocate. I know a lot of people will be like, well, you just do things for people and you don't have any expectation. Yeah, if I'm buying you lunch, I don't have an expectation that you're going to buy me lunch. But if I'm loving you and I'm reaching out to you, I'm calling you, I'm talking, I'm always wanting to talk to you and that sort of stuff, and you don't reciprocate in that way, that's the danger zone. Because then, we just don't tolerate that. That's a lack of respect. That's incredibly disrespectful. And the Virgos that I know, they have a temperament that's almost like a light switch. So on and off. So I can love you and do a lot of things for you, but the minute I see that you don't love me in the same way, or you disrespect me, you're not as, you're whatever, then the wall goes up, the barriers go up. And it's a defense mechanism. It's a way to protect themselves, but that's just the way that they are. So don't disrespect the Virgo, and don't not love them as intensely and fiercely as they love you, because Virgos don't fall in love easily. They don't. I remember watching this girl years ago who said that Virgos have to be in relationship. Where? And spell where with an H. Where? Virgos do not have to be in a relationship. As a matter of fact, we could go long stretches of time without relationships. We don't have to be booed up with anybody. Because it's the introvert nature. We could go very long time by ourselves. We don't have to be in a relationship. So when you come around bringing mediocre whatever, we don't tolerate it. It's like, I'd rather be by myself. There's a saying like, I could do bad all by myself. The Virgo doesn't believe that. The Virgo believes I could do good all by myself. Hello. Virgos are loyal to a fault. We will climb every mountain, swim every sea, go through every valley, rain, snow for the people that we love. We will do anything and everything for them. And again, if it's not reciprocated, that's a problem. And this is why when a Virgo walks away, you can't say anything. You can't be angry at them at all, because they love hard. They're loyal. They're incredibly loyal. So when they say the door is shut, see you later, thanks for the memories, and they don't even do it with malice. They're not trying to hurt you. They just be like, that season is over. That door has closed. That time is up. So you can't be mad. If you be mad, that's on you, because they would have done everything to make it work. So loyal to a fault. Now there's a duality here, because Virgos can be charmers. We are very charming, very flirtatious at times. I don't think we set out to be that way. We just have great personalities, and people, because we tend to be introverted, when people, when we open up to people, we tend to, pour it on thick, and not in a fake, obsequious way. That's just the way we are, and at the same time, we can be incredibly distant, cold. What's the word I'm looking for? I think it's just cold. Yeah, aloof. We can be distant and cold. Yeah. It just depends on what you're bringing to the table. Depends on who you are and what your personality is. I don't think we'll ever be cold to somebody who shows us love and respect. You will get that bubbly, warm Virgo who makes you their focus, their complete focus, but you can get the cold side too. But when the Virgo is in the room, you're going to be charmed for sure. Virgos tend to like a system, order. I know I love lists. Like, you can't get between me and a list. Like, any goal that I set for myself, and there can be small goals, big goals, whatever, I have to make a list, and it gives me great pleasure to tick things off my list. So understand that there are Virgos who are like that. I remember reading an article where Nicole Richie, she's also a Virgo, and she said she loves lists, and I was like, my twin. That's my twin right there, because I love lists. So I think it comes from that need to have structure and order. Virgos tend to be disciplined in those areas where they want to make sure that they're methodical, so things are happening as they say, as they want them to happen. Again, anything that I've said here today doesn't apply to every single Virgo, but I've had my fair share of run-ins with Virgos, and I can tell you a lot of them are like this. And finally, we tend to be really, really great entertainers. And that's why you find a lot of Virgos are entertainers, and singers, actors, dancers, writers, broadcasters. Lots of amazing broadcasters are Virgos, and I guess it's because they're so focused and they have this great personality that people just would rarely get to see. And so when they do feel comfortable, they shine in a very bright and vibrant way where people go, wow, I didn't know this person had it in them. So, you know, they tend to gravitate towards the entertainment, the arts field, you know, journalism, broadcasting, that sort of thing. So that's definitely something you should know about Virgo. And I know I said this is going to be a top 10, but I have to mention this bonus round because this is incredibly important if you really want to understand the Virgo. They are intensely, insanely private. If you have a Virgo friend or lover, you know that they do not like their business in the street. And in that same vein, they don't like people's business like that. So they don't want to ask you your business. They're not very big on prying in your life. Even if they have a curiosity, they're not going to pry in your life because they don't want anybody prying in theirs. A lot of people will say that the Virgo is very sly or not to be trusted. And that's not what it is. They just don't believe in putting their business out on the street. So again, if you are interested in being friends with Virgo, I would take a lot of this to heart. You know, understand that, again, they are the bullshit detectors of the zodiac, so you can't come to them with foolishness. Even if they let you think that you're getting one over, that's intentional, you know? Because the Virgo could play stupid as well, like, oh, I didn't even see that coming. They saw it like 10,000 years ago. Trust me, they saw it coming. So don't think you could fool a Virgo. Understand that they are introverted and they do need to warm up. Understand that they can be critical, and they like for you to go all out with the affection. Don't think, again, that you could do the bare minimum in a friendship even. You have a friend who always is reaching out to see how you're doing, you know, to let you know that they're thinking about you and all that stuff, and you don't reciprocate, problem. Don't do it. So, you know, I hope this was helpful to you guys. Do not forget to leave comments down below. I'm sure there are going to be people who will be like, everybody is a hard worker in the zodiac. Y'all ain't the workhorse of the zodiac is what I'm saying. Come on. You got some nice people out there. What other signs do I like? What other signs do I like? No, just Virgo. Just Virgo. Listen, I'm kidding, okay? What was a good sign? My brother is born in February and he thinks, what is he, a stinking Pisces? My brother is born February 2nd. What is that, Aquarius? Pisces? I don't even know. So forgettable. Anyway, drop your zodiac down below in the comments section and tell me why you think your sign rocks. And if you know a Virgo in your family, your friends, your lover, whatever, and any of these things that I've said ring true, please drop a comment down below. I want to hear from you. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at This Bahamian Gyal, also on Facebook, same thing, and on my blog www.thisbahamiangyal.com. New videos every Wednesday at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time without fail, unless I die, and then y'all might still have a few episodes to watch me. Yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Love you guys. See you next Wednesday at 1:00. Bye.